Today, I'm taking you through my journey of investing $5 or $10 a day and showing you the results after 2.5 years, so you can see how small changes can lead to big rewards. Currently it is January 2025, so let's travel back in time for a quick moment. Picture this. US stock market June 13, 2022. The stock market was continuing to go down and all the news headlines were doom and gloom. In fact, on that day the Fear and Greed Index, which focuses on the emotions of the market, was in the extreme fear area at 17. So the market was red. In this moment though, I happen to remember a quote from Warren Buffett that goes, "Be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy." After running the numbers for my budget back then, $5 a day or $150 a month was something I could realistically commit to. So, I dove right on in. After transferring $150 from my bank, when the stock market opened on Monday, June 13, 2022, I officially became an owner of VOO. VOO stands for Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. The expense ratio for the ETF is pretty low, so I didn't have to worry about a large fee structure. M1 Finance, the brokerage I use for this particular account, allows you to buy a fraction of a single stock or ETF instead of a whole share. The first purchase of $150 worth of VOO allowed me to buy just under a half share at a price of $346.22. This was it, my first recurring investment. Imagine my surprise when just 22 days later, I got a notification on my phone saying that I had just received a cash payment for owning VOO. What in the world just happened? Sure, it's just 62 cents, but man was I excited. Back then, the M1 platform was not capable of automatically reinvesting dividends. So, the next monthly transaction actually purchased $150.62 worth of VOO, my $150 contribution plus the 62 cents paid to me by the companies in VOO that pay their shareholders dividends. By starting small, I built momentum, and I must admit, it got me even more excited. To see money adding up, it made me wonder what I could cut back on to invest even more. It's crazy to think about, but tiny changes to daily routines can have a profound effect on one's financial future. For the first 6 months, I invested $150 a month. For the next 14 months, I invested $300 a month. Since January 2024, I have continued investing $150 a month. This means from June 13, 2022, through time of recording in January 2025, I have invested a total of $7,050. Before we move on to the investing results, let's not gloss over the fact that a consistent $5 bill or $10 bill being put away saved up over $7,000. This is not about depriving yourself or making drastic changes. It's about making a conscious effort to save and being patient with the results. And trust me, it's worth it. Okay. You get it. So, what happened during this journey? You want me to show you the money? Well, let's just see. At the time of recording, January 6, 2025, the account value is $9,680.04. Currently I hold just over 17.5 shares of VOO with an average share price of $408.62. Net cash flow is $7,223.68, which accounts for the $7,050 that I contributed to the account for the last 2.5 years plus the quarterly dividends paid to me for owning the position, $173.68. Market gain is $2,456.36. Looks pretty good, huh? So, what are some lessons I learned that may be helpful for others? First, it is okay to start with a small amount, however you define that term. There are many brokerage options for buying fractional shares of stock while living in the USA. Some brokerages that offer fractional shares include, but are not limited to, Fidelity, Robinhood, M1, etc. Second, be consistent. Make saving and investing a priority and stick to it. Put your future self first. Third, be patient. Don't expect to see results overnight, but instead, focus on the progress being made. You may just be surprised. And who knows, after 2.5 years, I must admit that in creating this video to look back on my journey, I do wonder why I didn't start this sooner. So, there you have it. Over 2.5 years, by consistently investing $5 or $10 a day, I've turned small consistent habits into a portfolio worth over $9,600, and that's just the beginning. If you've ever felt like you couldn't start investing because the amounts seemed too small, I hope this video highlights that every bit counts as you are building wealth. So, after 2.5 years of this $5 a day investing, you've seen the real numbers. Now I'm curious, what's one small step you're taking today for your financial future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep encouraging each other along the way. And if you're wondering what's next for me, I'll be revealing the very first paycheck of the year, showing you exactly where every dollar goes. Feel free to check out our previous video showing our budget. Will we be able to stick to our plan? Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it.